We're back, Motivational Drinker. I'm Jim Daniels. Today we're going to talk about changing it up. If you have done what you've been doing to get to the level that you're at, but you want to go further, it's time to change it up. When I say change it up, it's like supersizing your meal. It's like putting super gas in your car. You change it up, soup it up. Let's go. Let's get super. Let's go. Let's be super amazing. Here we are. Everyone has a certain routine that has gotten them to where they are. And no matter if you're comfortable with it or if you're not comfortable with it, that's where you are, and you've done what you've done in order to get there. So now let's take a look at it and let's really think about if it's going to be appropriate for the next phase of your life. You see, if you have a routine and you see your next phase of your life being better and being more successful, but you're going to keep the same routine, that's not going to work. It's not going to work. I've tried it. It's not going to work. Just because you wish it but keep doing the same thing, it don't change. Trust me, it doesn't change. You have to change it up. You have to look at the energy that you're putting out, the time it's taken, and you also have to look at the reward. If you have a routine that has brought you here, but you see yourself in the future as being here, then you have to change that routine. That routine has to be tweaked. It has to be turned up. It has to be supercharged or supersized or whatever. It has to be better. It has to serve you more exponentially. You know, if you're at a ratio of one for one, if you put 1 unit of energy and you're getting 1 unit of reward, that's great. But that's going to take you like 200 years to get to here. Successful people put 1 unit of energy and they get back 100 units of reward. You see, they've tweaked their routine such that most of their routine works for itself. It's sort of like pushing a big boulder down a hill. You might have to take 5 steps to get the boulder to the top of the hill, but once it starts rolling, you just let go, and it's going to roll a long way. This is what I'm talking about when I'm talking about supercharging your routine. I'm talking about if you're in college and you're in the first year of college, you should be reading books about the classes that you need to take so that you can just take the test and don't have to take those classes. There's a way to do that where instead of having to take college math, you can just go and take a test, and if you do well on the test, they say, well, you don't have to take it, they'll just give you the credit for it. That's what I'm talking about, supersizing. Instead of spending a whole semester going to that class, what you do is you spend 2 weeks reading the book on that class and learning the class, taking the test, and then never having to go. You just saved yourself like 13 weeks. That's how you supersize a routine. If you are a homemaker and it's taking you all day to get the kids ready and take them to school and shopping and all that, there is a way for you to supersize and supercharge this routine by maybe allocating more, doing stuff at night. There's a way to make it better. And that's what this segment's about. This is about supercharge successful routines. You know, instead of doing 1-to-1, you do 1 unit of energy and get 1 unit of reward. I'm talking about 1 unit of energy, you get 50 units of reward. Let's go. Let's be amazing. Let's supercharge our routines. The problem with routines is this. After you've done it for a while, you don't get that emotional spike anymore. You're just running through it. And that alone is a detriment to happiness. If you're doing something, you're not getting anything emotional out of it, but you're just doing it just because that's what you've done, then you are falling deeply into that mold of mediocrity, where everything is fine, but it's not going anywhere. And when you lose that emotional attachment to what you're doing because it's so routine, that becomes work. And you start dreading it because you know what to expect. You know what's going to happen through your day. You know what you have to do. You can already see yourself doing it, and you're like, oh my God, go there, take some emails, write some reports. That's not living. That's mediocrity. Every routine should have a goal. If a routine doesn't have a goal, it's not even a routine, it's a habit. Habits are something that we just do in spite of goals or whatever. We just do it. That's a habit. Routines should have goals. If you're going to work from 8 to 6 every day and you don't have a goal on where you want to be in the next year, that job is a habit. And then your employer has a habit of giving you a paycheck every 2 weeks, and you're all in this habit, and life is just burning like a candle. It's just burning, and before you know, it's going to be down to the plate that it was sitting on. And you're looking at retirement, and then you start to wonder, what did I do? What happened to those years? Today, I'm going to talk to you about getting out of that. Get out of that. Shake it off. Shake it off, because it's a killer. It's mundane. It doesn't have to be. Society needs you to move exponentially and to push parameters and to go. Society and people around you need you to go, like move, get things done, and accomplish a lot of things. It's funny, some people will get tired by listing the things that they have to do. Oh, tomorrow I have to do laundry, I have to cooking, and they actually get tired by just listening to the list of things that they have to do. When if you can think ahead that far and know what you have to do, you can supercharge that routine and do it in at least half the time. At least half the time. Instead of doing the laundry, drop it off, have them do your laundry for you. So if you have 2 kids and you need to go food shopping, first thing, going food shopping with 2 kids, that's a lot. If you're going by yourself and you have to go and find a food, then I put the food in the cabbage, and then the kids are picking stuff off and is dropping stuff and yelling, and somebody's tired and hungry, somebody pooped, and then you gotta you gotta put it in the car, and then you gotta make sure you put the kids in the car first. No. Listen, in this day and time, you can go online, grocery shop, pay $20 extra, they will deliver it to your door. To your door. That's supercharging a routine. Now, you don't have to worry about getting the kids in a car, you're saving on gas. You're actually saving money in aggravation. You have to look at what you need accomplished. You have to find ways to get it accomplished and also get it accomplished in an acceptable amount of time. Smart people sit around every day and try to figure out how to do things better. From accounting to writing letters to booking vacations. I remember 20 years ago, it took, you had to go somewhere and sit down in an office and book a vacation, and that took a whole day. Now I can book a vacation in like 13 minutes. 13 minutes. I can be anywhere. Sydney, Bermuda, I can be anywhere and have all my accommodations taken care of. I can be on a flight 1 hour from now going anywhere. I can book it in the cab on the way there. That's a supercharged routine. If you have a job that demands that you do mundane things consistently every day, you really need to think about if you want to be there. If they haven't changed their routine in a couple years and you've been there that long, you need to change your routine by not going there anymore. This day and age, technology has allowed you to be successful a lot quicker. A lot quicker. I'm going to talk about this because I think this is important, especially for those people who are really looking to skyrocket within the next year. If you want to get somewhere different, you want to get somewhere better quicker, and not do that, well, I'll work one day and I'll do 1 day's of work. No, you work on Monday. The work you do on Monday should roll into Friday. Stuff should start being taken care of into Friday. There are people out there that will bundle a lot of services. Don't separate all of your services. There are certain things that just don't need to be separated. Let's talk about that. Let's go. Let's talk about this. This sounds very businessy, but life is business. Success is business oriented. So let's go. Let's be amazing. Most people live on a hamster wheel, round and round, burning that energy, burning that time, burning their health. They go and they go and they go and they're not moving forward, but they're moving in one place, which makes them feel, hey, this is progress because I'm not going backwards. But sometimes failure doesn't have to mean you're going backwards. Failure can mean you're just not going anywhere. And that is a tough pill to swallow when you're 66 years old and you sit down one day in your apartment and your retirement is pennies and you say, how did I lose all that time? That's when it hits you. I don't want you to be in that position. I want you to know that if you have ambition, if you have a unique idea, it is so valuable. It's so unique to who you are as a person. It's going to give you more reward than any 9-to-5 job that's out there. Because one thing, you're going to be emotionally attached to it. That's one thing. And two, your life is not going to have to be cut in half. You know how you have a work life and then you have a life? It's not supposed to be like that. What you love at home is supposed to be part of what you love at work. Not the wife or the husband, but I'm talking about what you do. Your hobbies and your likes. They should almost blend so nicely that you don't know if you're at work or at home. Life should be enjoyable. I spent 23 years in medicine. I don't even know why. I don't know why. I don't know why. I was good at it, but it was another part of my life. So every day I had to cut my life in half. So I was living, instead of a 24-hour day, I was living probably a 12-hour day in real life. The other part of my life was just being eaten away. And then I was on a hamster wheel. So I have nothing to show for burning 12 hours a day for 23 years. That's a lot of time. Talking about regrets. Talking about getting angry at yourself. Talking about being so beat down that you're like, what did I do? I don't want you to do that. I don't want you to get there. I want you to supercharge your routine. Whatever you've been doing to get this far has been great. Fine. Let's change it up. It's time to be different. It's time to make things different. Let's go. Let's be amazing.